Okay, hello my students. Our first point of discussion is starting from separation of mixtures. Before this lesson, we have seen about the types of mixtures, and all these types of mixtures can be separated by using different methods or techniques, and these methods or techniques can be also have their own purpose or functions. So what are the techniques of the methods that you separate mixtures from their useful components? This is our focus point. So when it comes to this separation methods or techniques, there are different types of separation methods or techniques that use to mixtures to separate from their useful components. The most common one is hand picking, sieving, weaving, magnetic separation, decantation, evaporation, sedimentation, distillation, and so on. These are the most common and known methods or techniques of mixtures that used to separate from their useful components. So, what are the techniques or what are the methods that you separate mixtures from their useful components? The most commonly used techniques that is to separate mixtures from their useful components is that hand picking, sieving, weaving, filtration, decantation, magnetic separation, distillation, separation techniques or methods. Yeah. Hand picking, sieving, filtration, decantation, magnetic separation, evaporation, distillation. These are the most commonly used techniques or methods that to separate mixtures from their useful components. Okay? Yeah. So when we come to one by one, especially filtration, decantation, magnetic separation, evaporation, distillation, we will see. The first one is magnetic separation. Magnetic separation is a technique or a method of separating mixture from their useful components, that is to separate magnetic substance from non-magnetic substance. Used to separate magnetic substance from non-magnetic substance. Magnetic substance. This is what we call it, magnetic separation. So, using this magnetic separation, we can separate substances which have the property of attracting by a magnet, and the other is not attracting by a magnet. So, if there is two substances that have magnetic property and non-magnetic property, these two substances can be separated by magnetic separation techniques using a magnet. The second one is decantation. Decantation. This decantation is a technique or a method that is to separate two substances that have two states of substance, liquid and solid. Used to separate when liquid and solid becomes mixed with each other, as well as it is to separate two immiscible liquids. Immiscible liquids. Yes. What does mean these immiscible liquids? Immiscible liquids means two liquids which do not dissolve each other. Liquids which do not mix with each other is said to be immiscible liquid. Immiscible. Don't forget please the word immiscible. Liquids which do not dissolve each other is said to be two immiscible liquids. So these immiscible liquids can be separated by using decantation. So decantation is a method or a technique that is to separate liquids from solids, as well as two immiscible liquids can be separated by using decantation. The third one that is to separate mixture from their useful components is that filtration. Filtration is a method or a technique that is to separate insoluble solids, insoluble solids from liquid. Yes, insoluble solids from liquids can be separated by using what? Using filtration. Filtration is a method or technique that is to separate insoluble solids. For example, when sand and water becomes mixed, we can separate sand from the liquid or the water easily using filtration. By using what filter? Paper. By using filter paper. Yes, this is the third technique of the separator. The fourth one is evaporation. Evaporation is used to separate soluble solid from liquid. Soluble solid from liquid. Liquid is separated by the process known as evaporation. This evaporation is a technique or a method that is to separate what? Soluble solid from liquid by using high amount of heat to evaporate the liquid and to obtain what? The soluble solids. For example, salt solution and sugar solution are the two types of mixtures that can be separated by these evaporation techniques or methods. The last one is distillation. Distillation is a technique or a method that is to separate two immiscible liquids. Separate two miscible liquids. Miscible liquids. Miscible and immiscible. Immiscible means two liquids which do not dissolve each other, whereas miscible means two liquids that can dissolve each other. So, what are the liquids that can dissolve each other or that can mix with each other? For example, alcohol and water are miscible liquids. So, the mixtures of this alcohol and water can be separated by using what? Can be separated by using distillation. As well as distillation used to separate two liquids that have different boiling point. Two liquids have different boiling point can be also separated by using distillation. So, distillation means, for example, we take alcohol, the boiling point of alcohol is 98 degrees centigrade, and the boiling point of water is 100 degrees centigrade. So, these two mixtures of water and alcohol can be separated by using distillation, as well as the mixtures of alcohol and water inside to be miscible liquids because they are dissolved with each other. This is what we call it, the methods or the techniques that is to separate mixtures from their usual components. So try to differentiate and give examples for each. Thank you.